Hey, good morning, everybody. It's Mike, and thanks for joining me this morning. You know what I want to share with you this morning? I want to share something a little bit different with you today. A good friend of mine, Jay Vetter Manning, recommended a book to me recently, Shoe Dog by Phil Knight, the founder of Nike. And I'm just about done with the book now, and I want to share some takeaways that I got from this because I think they're very relative to our real estate business. You know, Phil Knight in his book, he didn't start back in the 60s with picturing this big mega shoe company, the biggest sporting goods company in the world. He didn't start with that at all. He was a runner in Oregon, and he was aware that the Japanese were making some better running shoes than what you could find in the US, and he thought that he could sell a few pairs out of the trunk of his car. That's all he wanted to do. He just wanted to make a little bit of extra money selling shoes that he thought were good for runners. He didn't picture it turning into Nike. He never had a dream of that. He was just selling a few pairs of shoes every month, mostly to friends and referrals from friends. Hey, where'd you get those shoes? And over time, with the daily, following the same daily steps of building a business, he built it into Nike. And you know, when I'm reading the book, obviously my business wasn't as big as Nike, but I did go on to some of the highest production levels in the country. And I never started out to do that. I started off real small, selling a very small number of homes, having the same problems that everybody else was having. But tiny hinges swing big doors. Little bitty actions done consistently over a period of time can lead to large results. Not any one big thing that I do. When you read Shoe Dog by Phil Knight, it's really not any one big event that turned his little selling some running shoes out of the trunk of his car into Nike. There was no monumental event that happened. It was, well, I sell some shoes out of the trunk of my car, and then I sell them out of my one-bedroom apartment, and then I sell them out of my two-bedroom apartment, and then I have to get an office because I have more shoes than my apartment can hold. And step by step by step, did he go out and borrow $1 billion and build a factory and just start making Nike shoes? No, that's crazy. Nobody does it like that. Did he have a vision in his mind of what it was eventually going to be? No, he couldn't have imagined it. And the same thing happened to my business. I couldn't have imagined it. But what I found very interesting, and if you get a chance to read this book, I'd highly recommend it to you. What I could relate with Phil Knight was the consistency. That you don't have to have this big dream. You don't have to have this gigantic why. I know it's the popular speech these days that you got to know what your big why is. Yeah, I didn't. Phil Knight didn't. We never could imagine where we were going. We just had the daily consistency. I just got up, got dressed, and went to work every day. Why? That's what you do. That's what my work ethic demands of me. That's what Phil Knight's work ethic demanded of him. Was you get up, you get dressed, you go to work. That's what we're supposed to do. Well, why are you doing that? Because I'm building something. What are you building? I don't know. I'll let you know when I get there. I'm trying to do more this year than I did last year. I want to sell more shoes out of the trunk of my car than I did last month. Or are you trying to build the world's largest sporting goods company? What? No, I'm just a guy trying to sell some running shoes out of the trunk of his car, but I would like to sell more. Well, how are you going to do that? I'm going to get up and go to work every day and try harder each and every day. And that consistency, folks, the consistency is what's going to make all the difference. Are you going to run into problems? Yeah, Phil Knight did. I certainly did. You're going to run into roadblocks and obstacles, and at any given point you feel like it's all about to fall apart. At any turn, one thing could make it all end. But you keep plugging ahead. That's what you do. Why? Because that's what you do. If you think you're going to imagine what it's going to look like for you 20 years from now, and you're going to be some gigantic real estate agent leading the country in sales, that may happen for you. If you want it to happen for you, I hope that it does, and I will do everything I can to help you get there. But you probably can't imagine what the end of the road looks like for you. So for today, my encouragement to you is get up, get dressed, go to work, be consistent, take action. Remember, it's not the big things you're going to do each day. It's the tiny little things that you're going to do each day consistently. It is the persistency of your consistency in this business. And that may be the hardest thing of all, is to be that persistently consistent. But if you can, and if you set high standards for yourself, and you keep trying even in the face of adversity, even when you don't want to, that's when great things happen. This is Mike, aching for you to go out there and make it happen for yourself today.